was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day.
Welcome, everybody, to the Thunder Lightning Gaming Podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
Chris,
Yes.
how was your week?
It was good.
Oh, so, hold on, if I
ask
may,
me
sorry.
a question and then interrupt.
No, well, it's a update. Chris has bronchitis.
Yes.
So,
That's what was going on with last week's podcast.
yeah, so
Probably a little bit this week.
there's one. You just kind of have to deal with the coughing for a
Yeah.
bit.
I haven't been doing that bad, though.
No. Well, and like, if you need to, like, take a second and cough for like a straight 20 minutes, go for it. But yeah, that'll, did they give you a ETA
Oh, yeah.
on when that would be better?
No, but I'm on a bunch of stuff.
Okay, cool.
It's
Yeah.
already better.
I from now on, whenever you get sick, I trust that you will get like better, like in the most adequate way possible, because you're dating a nurse now.
Yeah. No, she takes care of me. She helps.
But no, other than that, how are you doing?
Good. The band's doing good. We're getting back on our feet. We had some member issues, but we resolved those, so we're almost done with writing new music, which is exciting. We have new designs coming out, which is also exciting. My good friend Emery Payne made his first ever video
Mm-hmm.
for this channel.
That'll go up in a week.
Can we talk about it now? 'Cause that
Yeah,
was-
don't give too much away, but you could talk about it like in concept.
Oh yeah, no, I just want to talk about the concept, and we can release what it's called.
Yeah.
So, our good friend Emery Payne, who has been on this show,
Yeah, actually, he was on this show.
he was on this show. He was on Almost Fancy. I don't know if
That's it.
Yeah, they haven't done a Let's Play with us, right?
Nope.
He has the first ever greenlit non-Thunder and Lightning involved
Yeah.
series
Other than
on
editing,
this channel,
we had zero to do with the production of
Yes.
this video.
which is exciting. And his series is called Dr. Payne's Pointless Product Testing.
Nope.
Test. Yeah.
I've been told that I have to say he is not a doctor.
Yes, legally he is not a doctor, and we have to say that every time.
It is just a screen name, if you will.
Yeah. And it's right in the name what he's going to be doing.
Yeah.
He's going to be doing pointless product testing.
And we, as far as right now, have no idea. Like, there's no theme. Like,
Right.
he or us, we're just gonna get a thing. He's gonna review it, and with no, like, sometimes it might be a cooking thing. It might be a piece of technology.
Yeah.
It could.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
And after this first episode, it has been the honor has been bestowed upon Lightning
Yes.
and I mean Thunder and I, that we get to pick the product, and he does not get to know or see about it until the camera starts
That
rolling.
part excites me. That
Me
might
too.
be. You know how you've watched a couple episodes of Death Battle.
Yeah.
The most exciting part of Death Battle for me is the very end, when you get to find out who's going to be on next week. I think the part where we as an audience, along with him, get to the reveal of what he's going to be reviewing is going to be the most exciting part of the
Oh
video.
yeah. No, this is going to be great. I'm really excited.
Good. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I was taking a sip, and Chris decided
My-
while I was taking a
well,
sip,
my
he was going to stare at me.
My throat just started hurting.
Oh,
so
okay.
We're going to figure that out after this podcast. But that's he already sent us the raw footage for
Yeah.
the first episode, and we're extremely excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great episode. Be sure to check it out.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
a week from Sunday.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Sunday's video, or?
No, I want to talk about the puppy we got last week. His
Sure.
name's Chew. Oh, we already put him up. He was on last week's.
Oh, you know what? I definitely didn't put up an
this
image of
guy.
him.
I emailed you one.
Did you? I'm going to do it this episode, I
Yeah.
promise, because now I have a
name's
couple
Chewy.
days. All right, here he is right now.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's so cute.
Yeah.
we must have sounded like lunatics last episode, but I'll do it this episode. I promise. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's very like, he's like a couple weeks old, so he's just like, what's that? What's this? What do I do?
Yeah.
It's very cute. Animals are cute.
Yeah.
How
was your week?
was my week? It was fine. I've been editing a lot, trying to get this video essay out on time, which it definitely will. So that's been good. There's a big. I haven't really been playing anything,
Okay.
but there was a big another big sale on Switch, so I got a couple games for like a couple cents. So I got Saboteur 1 and 2, which are old ZX Spectrum games that I haven't really quite figured out how to play yet. I got this other game, I forget what it was called. I've already deleted it because it was only like 10 cents, but I thought it was going to be like Galaga type shooter.
Okay.
And it was bad. It was bad, and it didn't teach you how to play, so I deleted that. There's another game. It's like I forget what it's called. I should like look up the names of all these if I'm going to talk about them. But it was basically like a puzzle game, but it was like Bomberman controls. It was very interesting.
Okay.
And then I got Reigns, King and Queens, because I have that on PC, but I got it on Switch.
Nice.
And I got Garu, Mark of the Wolves, which is the sequel, the fighting game sequel to Fatal Fury, the game that Terry Bogart's from.
Cool.
So I've been playing a little bit of all of those, and some of them are good. The end.
Okay.
What else happened this week? I mean, I want to talk about Disney Plus, but I feel like I should save that for the news section. What else happened?
I don't know.
I feel like something else happened. Oh, I've been writing. That's what I've been just writing D&D. That's why I don't have anything to talk about. All I've been doing is writing D&D, and no one cares.
That's
about
okay.
that.
News time.
Well, I do have a segment if we're going to go right to the news. I have a new segment.
Okay.
Do you want it?
I don't know. I'm not privy to it, so I don't know.
Are you ready for my segment?
Possibly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Not me. I haven't. I don't know what this is.
Put your hands together for Super Smush Brothers. Welcome to Super Smush Brothers. Chris does know about this.
Yes, I partly invented this.
Super. Ow. Hang on. I'm good. Super Smash Brothers is a fighting game for the Nintendo Switch and GameCube and stuff like that. They have a new character. His name's Terry Bogard. So I thought, why not now to do Super Smush Brothers, which is it's going to be a tournament, and it's going to be Chris and I are going to have a small discussion about two characters versus each other, and rather than hitting each other with their fists and getting their HP down or whatever, we're going to talk about who could more adequately smush the other one's head.
Yes, that's the only way to win, is you have to crush their skull in order to win. So it is a fight to the death.
Yes.
But there's only one way to kill the other person.
Right. So we have to make a decision right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for people like Link, do they have, like, all the things that they... I think if you show up to Smash Brothers with it, you show up to Smush Brothers with it. So, like, Olimar has all the Pikmin, and, like, Captain Falcon has his car or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here's a little... Actually, sorry, hang on. I will do this so we can see the audio setup, too.
Thank you.
You can't read that from over there, can you?
No.
Perfect. Okay, so... we're going to do 6 an episode, or else this will go on for years.
Okay.
But here's a little mini game that I want to do with you. So each character has, as you know, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Character Select screen is set up by Smash Brothers game.
Mm-hmm.
So like the ones that are 64 at the top, and the new ones from Ultimate are at the bottom, and then the DLC characters, whatever. I am going to give you the character's number, and I want to see if you can guess who they are based on their placement in the order.
Okay.
This has no bearing on the tournament. I just wanted to... So
I'm going to do awful, but all right.
here's the thing.
Yes.
Echo Fighters don't count as a new number.
Okay.
So when there's an Echo Fighter, it'll be a number and then E.
Okay.
So like 15E, you know? So those might be a little easier to determine based on that. So that being said, Our first matchup is 4E versus 8. So 2 characters from 64, except one of them's an Echo Fighter.
2 characters, 64. I'm going to say Donkey Kong
Okay.
and Pikachu?
You got one of them right.
Donkey Kong?
Pikachu.
Okay.
It's Pikachu and Dark Samus.
All right.
So that's our first one. Pikachu versus Dark Samus.
I don't know much about Dark Samus, but I'm
Well,
going to say she wins.
Yeah?
I think.
Well, oh, well, yeah.
How's Pikachu smushing anybody's head?
True. Yeah, I forgot the rules.
He's like 8 pounds.
My understanding was the only way he'd be able to do that was to electrocute her.
That's not going to smush her head, though.
Right, but if he paralyzes her, then
I don't. Even if he stomped on her head, I don't know if he could crush her skull.
yeah. Okay. That's Dark Samus wins that one. Let's just put a W next to her name. All right.
Ooh, so this will be interesting because once we're done with this tournament, we can just start over again.
Yeah.
But people can guess who they think is going to win.
And there will probably be more characters to play with next
Right.
time. Oh, that's the other thing. Sorry, 2 things I forgot to mention. If there's multiple forms of the thing, I rolled appropriate sided dice.
Okay.
So like if there's a male version and a female version, stuff like
Okay.
that. Also, the Mii fighters are not in here. I've determined that the Mii fighters are ineligible because they are sort of just weird data.
Yeah.
So next, we have 48 versus 33. So we're talking Smash Wii U and a Brawl character.
Mewtwo
Okay.
versus Mickey Mouse.
You say Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
All right. It's Rosalina and Luma versus Squirtle.
Okay. Rosalina and versus Squirtle. I'm gonna say she wins.
Because, well, he's got
Unless
a little
he
bit,
can pop into his shell, I guess.
and he can.
Yeah.
There's that.
But if it's the same Pikachu issue, how's he squishing her head?
With his giant shell, which is
Oh, I
with his hard
guess.
shell.
Do you have a defense for her?
My only defense for her is she's very tall and
Okay.
also can float and stuff. I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like based on raw like defensive power, I think Squirtle would win, but I think just based on how hard it would be for him to reach her.
Do you think she could get him before he could get her?
Yeah, especially if she has Luma to help.
All right. Then I'd say her.
Sorry, Pokemon. You're just not good enough.
No.
We have 5 versus 3. So it's not Samus or Pikachu.
Bowser versus Kirby?
Bowser is not in Smash 64.
Oh, you're right. Oh, my God.
That's Yoshi versus Link.
Yoshi. Yoshi versus Link. That's right. Bowser isn't in 64.
No.
I'm going to say Link.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because, I mean, an arrow through the head is technically crushing a skull.
Is it?
I mean, it's going to kill Yoshi, and then he can
And then he
crush the skull from there
True.
with his smash board.
But could Yoshi see the arrow coming and just lick it up and then have the arrow? He can't do that in Smash Brothers, but like
It's still a projectile, though.
yeah, but he like eats like fire and stuff and throws that back at people.
Well, who's quicker, Link or Yoshi?
That's a good point. I think probably Link.
Then he can probably get around Yoshi and shoot him in the back of the head.
Shoot him. Oh, with the bow and arrow. Right. Plus he has the hook shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Link wins.
All these characters are dead, by the way. In
Oh,
this
yeah.
tournament, they have canonically died.
No, there's no loser bracket because you die.
Yeah.
Okay, we got. Do you want me to stop doing the numbers thing where you guess?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have Bayonetta from Bayonetta 1
Okay.
and Dark Pit. Now, there's a little bit of canonical unfairness here because Dark Pit is an angel and Bayonetta hunts angels. So I think just based on that, she wins just because she has an advantage
Yeah.
over her opponent.
Professional experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, quick rounds.
And she has gun.
She also has gun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 more. We got male Corrin from Fire Emblem, the one that can turn into a dragon, versus Palutena from Kid Icarus, who, may I remind you, is the goddess of light in her respected franchise.
Can he turn into a dragon in Smash Bros?
Yeah, in the final Smash he can.
Then I
Oh,
think
and
he
the down
wins.
smash, yeah. You think he wins?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't think Palutena, godly being, stands a chance?
But he's dragon. What do you
Okay.
think? It's not just my call.
I you know, given the abilities that she is given in Smash Brothers, I think Corrin would win
Okay.
based on the abilities that he's given also. Also, the gender doesn't matter. There was 2 different ones and I was like, why not randomize it, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, Corrin wins. Sorry, Palutena mains. She's just not good enough, I guess. All right, last one for today is the female villager from Animal Crossing versus Falco from Star Fox, the blue bird.
I mean, one of those is in a military service.
And the other is arguably non-violent.
Yes. I'm not going to answer.
No?
I think it's too obvious.
Okay. You think just solely based on the level of experience they have, Falco wins?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Besides, 90% of her body is her head, so easy target.
Oh. Well, you wouldn't think that would make... That's true. What is villager head made out of?
I mean, I'm not even talking about material. I'm just saying it's so big, it's going to be an easy target to get.
Right. No, but I'm saying, like, it would be easy if it wasn't, like, a super hard...
Yeah. I mean, it's just regular skull. Some of
Yeah.
these weirdos definitely have not regular skull, but
Right.
I'm going to say villager does.
have
All right.
Have a regular skull.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Falco's got bird arms.
Yeah, but he has like a friggin' plane.
Yeah, he does have a plane. Okay, you're right. All right, that was round 1. Tune in next week to find out. Oh man, I'm so excited. There's some juicy mashups.
I
on this
feel
one.
like just for the people who aren't interested in Super Smush Bros, we should start putting this at the end of the podcast.
Oh, okay.
But-
I purposely didn't put it at the end of the podcast because
Oh, I think it'd be a cool little extra at the end for people who want it.
okay. Sure. Hey Chris.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Disney Plus cuz Disney Plus is out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say my funny story about
Yeah.
how...
Sure. You
So-
tell your funny story and then I'll complain for 20 straight minutes.
Oh, okay. So I was over my girlfriend Pauline's house, a.k.a. Monsoon,
Mhm.
and this was last night, so this was like day 1 of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And
It's Wednesday when we're recording this.
Yeah. I was sitting there like, I gotta get this when I go home. I gotta get my own account. I gotta do this up. Because we were sitting there watching The Mandalorian, and I was looking at everything it has.
Which, by the way, if you want to know our thoughts on The Mandalorian, tune in Monday for our
Yeah,
episode on it.
yeah. Losers.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding. There's so many people who actually... I can't make jokes like that anymore.
You shouldn't at all.
No, I know, but like back when there were like 5 people listening to this podcast, who we probably knew personally, I could say that. I'm so sorry. For people who are listening, we highly respect you, and I mean that. I just I forgot for a second. We're getting people who listen now, and I'm excited about that. And I can't just make fun of our 5 friends who listen to the podcast. Wow. I forgot for a second. People listen now. I forget where I was going. Oh,
You were at your girlfriend's house.
Yeah, and
gushing over how cool
yeah.
Disney Plus looks.
And while we're watching The Mandalorian, my mom texted me like Comcast or Verizon gave us a free year subscription to Disney Plus. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's insane.
if that's true.
Right.
That's,
It's yet to be seen.
That's it's like $70
Yeah,
that they just gifted you.
that's awesome.
Sorry, I was texting my dad that we're recording. No, that's cool. I hope that's true because that is really awesome. Disney Plus started at like 2 on the 11th, and I was obviously awake because I never fucking sleep. So I was like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I was browsing, and I have a few complaints.
Okay.
Complaint number 1: if there's a movie that they don't have yet because of rights, it still shows up in searches.
Oh.
So, like, if you search Thor Ragnarok will come up, and if you click on Thor Ragnarok, it'll be like, due to licensing agreements, Thor Ragnarok won't be available until December whatever 2019. And some of them are like years away. Like, not that I was
wow.
like fiending to watch this movie, but the live action Jungle Book movie isn't going to be on the platform until I believe it was March of 2021.
Wow.
So, like, maybe don't.
Also, what licensing agreement? They're all your movies.
Well, the ones where it's on Netflix still. That shit.
Oh, okay.
And,
Sure.
like, the Pirates of the Caribbean 5 was listed there. I was like, oh, really?
Me and Pauline saw that, and she was like, "Oh, Anthony's gonna be all excited."
Nope, just kidding. December 2nd, 2020.
Wow. Well, good thing you have the Blu-ray.
I mean, yeah. So that's my biggest complaint. My second complaint is, hey, Disney, you're like the most money-makingest company in all of the entertainment industry. You'd think that they would have bought enough servers to accommodate
Yeah.
all the people wanting to use their, I guess, like, world-stopping streaming service on day one. Like, I knew there was going to be something like this, but I didn't expect, like, a hours-long crash of, like, no one can watch it.
Yeah.
Like, just purchase, like, it's not that hard. Like, I'm not making a joke. Literally just purchase more servers, and then more people can watch your thing. It was just frustrating because I got, like, my dad was I wasn't too excited about The Mandalorian. Like, I was gonna watch it, but I wasn't like, yeah. But my dad wanted to watch it, so I was like, yeah, I'll watch with you. So I got up like earlier than I should have, and I go downstairs. He's like, it's not working, and then it didn't work for like 2 more hours.
Wow.
We managed to like get it in the sweet spot where it was working for a bit
See,
to watch it.
We didn't run into that issue. The only issue we had was it crashed in the sense that WatchCartoonOnline.com crashes, where it's like the audio kept playing, but the visual stopped.
That happened to us too.
Yeah.
We just had to put it back a few.
Yeah, that
seconds.
was the only glitch we ran into.
What time of day were you watching it around? Like late afternoon?
Yeah.
Evening time?
Yeah, it was long enough where I expected the glitches to be pretty much over with.
Yeah, everything was pretty much squared away at that point as far
Yeah.
as streaming goes. Something else I noticed that a lot of people have pointed out, a lot of the cartoon series are like out of order.
Yeah.
Like Phineas and Ferb and new DuckTales, they're like the episodes are out of order for some reason. So they're working on fixing that. But yeah, I for some reason there's an Avengers Endgame deleted scene that is exclusive to Disney Plus.
Okay.
And I like couldn't find it. So I had to like go online and find it. Like I don't know why it just wasn't showing up for me. But I'm really glad they deleted it cuz it was really dumb.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was after Tony snaps his fingers, he goes to the, what do they call it? The place where you go when you get the Soul Stone. You know how after Thanos snaps his fingers, he goes to like that lake and his daughter is there? It's Tony Stark, but it's his daughter, but she's all grown up. And they have like a little conversation about like how the sacrifice he made saved them all.
Oh, and
it
you
was
thought
like-
that was stupid?
The acting was terrible.
Oh, really?
From the other person. Yeah, it was just a really bad scene.
Interesting. Okay,
it-
but
I-
did it have potential to be a good scene?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of director's commentary on it, and I agree with what they say. They were pretty much like the scene had good intentions. It just kind of like soiled the experience of the movie.
Okay.
It just made it like all that much different. The end game we got, I think, was really good, and I think every scene that was deleted was like there was a good like decision behind it.
You know, as well as I know, there's only 2 small changes I would want to make to Avengers Endgame, and you can find those out on our episode of If We Made the Avengers Endgame. If we made.
Which is not out yet.
No.
You made it sound like they could go watch it.
Go watch it when we make it.
But no. But yeah, I watched Aladdin.
Yeah.
I fell asleep to Aladdin, or at least I tried to.
Not the new one, though, right?
No, the new one's not on it yet.
Yeah.
The old Aladdin, the one from like '92. This is not important, but I don't remember this from when I was a kid. They talk about Allah like a lot in that movie.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. I watched Frozen for the first time ever. I really liked it.
Oh, you never saw I mean, I also haven't seen Frozen.
No, but I seem like a person who would
Yes.
have. No, I've never seen Frozen. Okay, you know that other streaming service that I have that's free that's not Netflix that we found all those bad horror movies on?
Yeah.
I downloaded that because I thought I saw Frozen was on it, but it's like a horror movie called Frozen or something. It's got the same
Oh.
exact name. I haven't seen Frozen yet because it wasn't on Netflix. But it was on Disney Plus, and I watched it, and I really liked it.
Nice.
And then I watched The Mandalorian, and I watched episode 1 of the High School Musical TV show. Not sure about that, but you know,
Okay.
that'll be for next. No, just kidding. But no, it's just what I thought it was. You know, in theory, it's really good, but like so far, I have just like one too many complaints.
Okay.
You know. The biggest one being don't list the movies if they're not there yet.
Yeah.
Because like
I'm with you on that.
literally like my dad and I were like just like looking at what they have, and like sure enough, like every other one we were like, oh look, oh nope, it's a year from now.
Yeah.
You want to watch Sky High? A year from
That's
now.
like the equivalent of like on demand or even Netflix to a further extent, where like I'm on demand, which isn't often these days, and I'm just browsing movies and I click one on, they're like, you want to buy it for $3? And I'm like, oh no, you see, this is on demand and I just want to watch it for free.
Yeah.
Or on Netflix when you search something and they know what you want.
Right.
They put it in the thing. They're like, "Oh, you want to watch this? You're excited for this."
They finish the search for
Yeah.
you, but
and you're
then
like, "Oh, there it is," and you get to it, and they're like, "Here's things like it."
right, yeah,
And it's like, well, then don't just say you don't have it.
right,
But this is like worse than those.
yeah. No, this is like if you search the word Marvel, all the Marvel movies that aren't there show up.
Right.
Like,
Speaking of which, do you have Black Panther?
no.
I've gotten to the point with my grandparents where I need to watch Black Panther.
Do you want to know what does have Black Panther? Is Disney Plus?
They
Oh
don't
no,
have it,
just
though.
kidding. Netflix has Black Panther.
Oh, Netflix. Okay. They're gonna have to come to my house or wait till after
You can
Christmas.
put Netflix on. Did they not have a device that you could put Netflix on at their house?
A, I don't know. I don't know if their TV is a smart TV. B, they don't have a Netflix subscription, and I don't know.
No, but
if-
you do, don't you?
I do, but how many devices can we do that with?
A bunch.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't
I'll
remember
put Netflix on their TV then, if my sister hasn't already.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you could do that.
Okay.
You're already up to Black Panther with them?
Yeah.
Oh, you're watching them in chronological order, like you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
how did
actually,
how did they like Civil War?
They liked it a lot. Every single one we see, they're like, that was the best one.
Well, I mean, at that point, Civil War was the best one.
Yeah. So we just watched Civil War. We literally just watched Guardians 2 because I misplaced Guardians 2 by accident. Yeah, we went Age of Ultron to Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's
which
how
was my bad. No, Guardians 2 was in the middle of those.
Oh, okay.
So next up we have Black Panther, then Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Ant-Man 2, Thor,
Captain.
then
oh,
the Gauntlet. series.
Oh, why do you put Captain Marvel there?
Just because you really want to break up Infinity War and Endgame. You know what I mean?
I meant like.
I just placed her wherever it made sense.
Oh, okay.
Because Ant-Man and the Wasp, the end scene that you know they turn into dust, and I want them to be like, "What was that?" And I'll be like, "Well, hold on for 2 more movies."
Right.
Because Thor kind of has to be right before Infinity War.
Right.
And so where I placed Captain Marvel was just kind of the least disturbing
Okay.
of the order of
Yeah.
things.
So you're gonna have him watch Ant-Man and the Wasp before Infinity War?
Yeah, because I can't do it. I'm not putting anything between Infinity War and Endgame.
Okay.
That's just, it's silly. Those 2 movies literally go into each other.
Okay.
Um,
Then I'd say maybe stop Ant-Man and the Wasp before after the credit scene happens.
oh, okay. Maybe, yeah, you know what? Maybe that would be the way to do it. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. But yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies left.
Yeah.
That's still so many.
That's the other thing about Disney Plus. No signs of any Spider-Man movies. Not sure what's gonna happen with those.
Oh, interesting.
Like Infinity War and
Yeah,
and Endgame and all that are gonna make it, but
right.
they don't even list
Well, they're on
Homecoming.
their friendship is pretty on the rocks right now, so we'll see.
Yeah. There's a bunch of movies that it says like Disney's and then the title where I don't think they like Chronicles of Narnia wasn't Disney, right? When it first came out. It was
Oh, I
Fox,
don't know.
right?
Yeah, but now Disney owns them, so they'll say
Right.
whatever they want.
But it's just so weird to see the word Disney's and then Chronicles of Narnia. Or like Disney's Miracle on 34th Street.
Right.
But no,
Oh.
it's cool. I'm liking it. I give it a B.
Okay.
I give it a B because of all the weird bullshit. And
Well,
also,
give
like,
it a month.
And also, like, I've never seen this, but I guess they ruined The Simpsons by putting it in the wrong format
Yeah.
because, like, they cut off the top and bottom of the screen, and some of the visual gags aren't selling or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a couple kinks to work out, which is like not surprising considering it's a new thing, but sort of surprising considering it's Disney.
Yeah.
And like Disney is like 80% quality assurance and 20% making a good product.
Right.
So, I don't know. Are you going to watch that Jeff Goldblum documentary TV show?
I saw that on there. I don't know.
It's called The World According to Jeff Goldblum, and I did click on it, and I was like, maybe I'll watch it. Episode 1 was called Sneakers, and the picture just looked like it was him with a bunch of sneakers talking about them, and I was like, maybe this is for old people.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't need to watch this. But no, it's cool. It's just as overwhelming as I thought it would be. And did you look at any of the when you search, there's like categories, and the categories are like sort of random. Like there's one for Disney Channel original movies, which is awesome. So all those are in one place. And then there's the Skywalker Saga, which is all of them except
Rogue One and Solo.
no, Solo and Last Jedi are not there yet.
On the Skywalker? Oh, well, no, we looked up the Skywalker saga, and it was the series without the bonus movies. Because they're technically not part of the Skywalker saga.
Got it. Okay. I was just saying that Last Jedi and Solo aren't on the...
Okay.
But then they have the Darth Vader collection, which is every movie that he's ever been in. So it was like 3,
interesting.
4, 5, 6, and Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff
That's
like
a
that.
disturbing way to watch that.
Yeah. But then there was a Cars one, and I was like, of all the franchises you pick Cars, and I was like, it's probably just going to be the 3 Cars movies and those 2 Planes movies. No, it's 3 Cars movies, no Planes movies, and 8 shorts
Wow.
starring the Larry the Cable Guy car.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's so weird. There was a Princesses collection. That made sense.
Mm.
Every movie that has a princess in it was in that. And then there's Cars. It's just a bunch of short movies that nobody is gonna watch.
I'm glad all the shorts are up there, though.
Is the Pixar shorts?
Yeah.
Is it all of them? I can only find some.
We saw a bunch. There's also the Pixar documentary, which was really good. I saw that on HBO
Oh,
a
okay.
few months ago.
The my favorite Pixar short of all time. I don't remember which movie it was in front of. I think it was Ratatouille. It had to have been Ratatouille, I think. It's called One Man Band. That's my favorite one.
Okay.
And I haven't seen it in years. It's one of those things where, like, if you find it on YouTube, the audio is messed up, or someone put their
Oh.
own audio over it. And I was just like searching around. I was like, "Oh my God, One Man Band!" I watched it immediately because it's only 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Nice.
No, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's a good, you know. They have a free trial. I would suggest getting the free trial, if not for anything else, just to look at what they have. But, you know, make sure if you see something that you're like super excited about, click on it to see if it actually is there,
Yeah.
or if you have to wait until you have grandkids to watch it. It's so silly. I get that they have to work out the rights. Just don't put it in the searches or whatever. Like, we have Infinity War. You don't have Infinity War. Don't, you know. But yeah, I also watched the last 40 minutes of Endgame. Sue me. I skipped right to the end, so I wanted to see it, but I didn't want to sit through the whole movie because
You
I had
didn't want
stuff
to sit
do.
through the 8 hours of Endgame to.
No,
see the
I'll
last 40 minutes?
do it, just not last night. I had
Yeah.
stuff I had to do. Did anything else happen?
Sonic.
Sonic! Oh my God, yeah. The they redid the Sonic movie, and it looks great now. And you brought up a good point, like the fact that the new Sonic looks, it's just Sonic. There's nothing to complain about because it just looks like Sonic looks. And the last one looked so awful. It was definitely like a choice. They were like,
Yeah.
we could make it look like Sonic, but let's not.
Yeah. Just to make it, I don't know if it was to make it look more realistic. It felt like something that could be expected in the early 2000s, but social
Right.
media wasn't
But in the
big enough where people could have bitched about it before the movie came out.
right, but like in the age where like Detective Pikachu exists.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like they went that route where they're like, let's make it look hyper realistic, but they failed and it looked like a crappy early 2000s film.
No, he looks great now. I still have my complaints about that film, but as far as the way he looks,
Well, yeah, I will probably not watch that movie.
I mean,
but-
I'm not gonna go see it probably, but I'll definitely check it out.
All right.
But I don't like how Ben Schwartz just does his own voice. Like, he voices Dewey on DuckTales and the Rabbit on BoJack Horseman and Leonardo on the new Ninja Turtles and Sonic. Lots of blue in his career, and they're all just his voice, and his
Yeah.
voice is fine for Sonic, but Sonic's like the 8th thing he's done, and it's just his voice, and it's getting a little like, please do a voice.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know what's up with Eggman. I don't know if Eggman's gonna be the best part of the film or the worst part of the film.
Yeah.
It's weird to me that Jim Carrey was like, I'm not gonna act again. Oh, Sonic? I'll do the Sonic movie. and just the fact that it's Jim Carrey. Like, the second weird thing is that it is Jim Carrey, and that's who they decided for Eggman. I guess it works. I don't know. We'll see.
They
We'll
actually
see.
explained a bit of the story in the new, which was nice.
Yeah, they did. Because in the first trailer, it definitely made it sound like he came from space, but in this one, he was like, I'm from a different dimension. See, here's what it looks like. It's just
Yeah.
like the video game.
Yeah.
But no, that was cool. I have hope now. Before I had zero hope, and then I had a little hope. I have hope now. It might be good.
All right.
It might be. I don't think there's a chance that it'll be like really, really good, like all time favorites. You got to go see it. But I think it'll be good now.
Okay.
It's one of those movies. I can only assume Detective Pikachu was like this. I have not seen it yet, but it's one of those movies where like kids will go see it, sure, but really it's gonna be a bunch of millennials going to
Yeah.
see it, and like people who grew up with Sonic. So if they complained enough that you had to change your film, then maybe that was a good idea.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh yes! Oh my God! Thank you for keeping track of all the new Scooby-Doo. There's a new trailer for the Scooby-Doo movie. My only complaint is with the title, because it's just called Scoob!
Yeah.
Exclamation point, which is like sort of a first draft of the Scooby-Doo movie. Something that you might not have known about this movie is that it is the first movie in a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe. Did you hear about this?
In a what?
Hanna-Barbera Cinematic Universe.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know what Hanna-Barbera is? The people
No.
who make Flintstones and the Jetsons and
Oh,
Scooby-Doo and
oh.
all that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. They're hang on, let me find the it is a reboot of the Scooby-Doo film series and is intended to be the first film of a proposed setup for a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe. So this Scooby-Doo movie, Frank Welker voices Scooby-Doo, that's cool because that's just the voice of Scooby-Doo, but also weird because Frank Welker also does Fred, and Fred's in this movie, and Fred's not voiced by Frank Welker, he's voiced by Zac Efron, and Will Forte does Shaggy, and Amanda Seyfried does Daphne. But then if you go down, it gets a little, Tracy Morgan voices Captain Caveman, which is
Oh.
not a Scooby-Doo character, and Ken Jeong from, what's that Joel McHale? Community. Ken Jeong from Community and Masked Singer does Dino Mutt and Dog Wonder. Mark Wahlberg is going to be the Blue Falcon. Remember when they tried, we have a superhero now. No one cares, though. But then they, kind of made him a Scooby-Doo character. And then Jason Isaacs plays Dick Dastardly, who's the, purple and red, top-hatted, wacky races guy. And then if you click on the Hanna-Barbera Cinematic Universe thing, it says that there's plans for a Jetson movie, a Flintstones movie, and a Wacky Races movie. So, get excited for that, I guess. That seems pretty weird to me. It might be good, though, because this new Scooby-Doo movie looks great.
Yeah, I'd like to see what they do with that and how they, what... I want to know what makes it its own universe and not just separate films, but, I guess we'll figure that out.
Right. Well, it sounds like half of them are going to be in this one, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think, and I don't know if I want this or if I don't want this, do you think they're going to get John Goodman to voice Fred Flintstone?
I don't know if I'd be against it.
I don't think I would be either. I think I'd kind of really like that because his voice to me is Fred Flintstone's voice. The reason I see him and he takes me out of the movie is because I hear Fred Flintstone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see.
I think that'd be cool. Was there anything else? Newsmaster.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think that does it for us.
And I'm Lightning.
And I'm Thunder. And we'll see you next time. That was such a short intro.
To play solo, then I do my best to unlock all